So what's the
Hello.
general mood been? Like 5 and 8?
I think the mood is in the hunt. ITH.
Kind of, sort
in
of?
the hunt. Not kind of, sort of. Actually listed
A lot would
in the
have
hunt.
to. A lot would have to go right, and I mean a lot.
They're one game behind.
Yeah,
Right? They're one game behind. They lose most tiebreakers in head-to-heads.
that's the problem.
Right? You're going to lose tiebreakers in head-to-heads. I've done a schedule analysis with, like the L.A. Rams and the New Orleans Saints, teams that are out there. Atlanta, you could put a loss on Atlanta anyway, but nothing matters, Carm. This is what I like to tell people. Nothing matters until you go handle your business in Cleveland. Atlanta, Arizona, none of it matters if you don't handle your business in Cleveland. Arizona, Atlanta matter at home in the cold, okay? Yeah. If you win.
Right.
It only matters if you win.
Yeah, you kind of have to win.
If you don't beat Cleveland,
this one first.
None of it matters. It's idle rhetoric, and then you're trying to get to 8. But any victory in these Final Four, the one victory I absolutely have to have is a victory over the Green Bay Packers on January 7th. I'm not going to sit here and try to feed everybody, oh, my God, great things are going to happen for the Chicago Bears. They're going to win 4 games in a row. It's a possibility. It's there. It would be 6 in a row at the end of the season. But nothing matters until you beat the Cleveland Browns. Yeah. Now, if you can't beat Cleveland, the victory I want, that's the most important of all of them, even if you get 3 in a row at the end, is the victory against the Green Bay Packers. That is a must-have for me.
Yeah, but this weekend...
It's a must-have.
This weekend really... a loss this weekend would kind of end it. It puts you, short of being able to get to 9. Like a loss this weekend would end the hopes.
Oh, yeah.
It would end.
Yeah, they crash and burn.
Any idea that you'd be in the hunt.
You lose any and all tiebreakers.
Yeah.
Any and all tiebreakers you lose. At 8-9, there's no way in hell you're going to win a tiebreaker.
No, there's no way.
No, you're not going to. You're 3-3 within your own division. Head-to-heads, you'd be at the best 1-1s against, every team in your own division. It won't happen. You lose out against New Orleans. It's just not going to be there for you.
They have a winnable game again this weekend. Every game they have from here on out is winnable, as we've discussed. But they have a very winnable game against a Browns team that I guess you might say tip your cap, 8-5 playing with their 4th quarterback. Like, that's not nothing, right? To get to 8-5 with 4 quarterbacks, P.J. Walker, Joe Flacco, like, it is kind of amazing. They've lost their 2 starting tackles. So maybe you tip your cap a little. It's probably thanks to the strength of that defense and that running game, even without Nick Chubb, that's allowed Cleveland to stay in this position. But to be 8-5 in the 5 seed in the AFC, playing with 4th quarterback, and considering how bad most of the quarterback play has been, even earlier in the year when Deshaun Watson wasn't playing great, I mean, right when he started playing well is when he got hurt. And look, Flacco's been fine. Flacco's kind of been Flacco. The 2 games he's played, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's completing 55% of his passes. But his
getting in the end zone.
He's getting him in the end zone. Like his quarterback rating in the 2 games he's played is 83.8. For his career, it's 84. He's sort of been Joe Flacco.
Who he is. Yeah.
I mean, the Jaguars won the advanced box score in that game. They turned it over 4 times.
Yeah.
They won the advanced box score. Can the Bears go do something similar and protect the football and win in Cleveland? 100%.
Absolutely.
Like Jayville, we say could.
You're going to have to wait till Friday for the keys to the Bears victory. Brought to you by Verdoliak Law Group.
I can't wait.
844-4 VLG Law.
I know it can be silly and afterwards to say like, well, Jayville really should have won that game. Well, they didn't. Okay, and that's on Jayville. They've got their own issues to clean up to worry about.
They do.
But they won the advanced box score, and they probably should have won that game if you just didn't do stupid things and turn the ball over. And sorry, I got a little residual cough.
Yeah, it's all right.
And if Trevor Lawrence weren't, having some miscommunication with his receivers, there's probably a very clear path to Jacksonville winning that game. The Bears can do something similar is all I'm saying, the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, and they're going to do it the way they play complementary football, Carm. And I hate when he says it, only because the Bears weren't doing it. But the Bears are playing complementary football. What does that mean? Good defense, forces turnovers, an offense that's going to run the ball primarily, but is exceptional in 3rd downs.
Yeah.
And the only reason they're exceptional in 3rd downs, and people are going to hate this, but I don't care, is because Justin Fields has an ability to get away from the rush and create first downs out of absolutely losing situations. And only a running quarterback or a guy that's mobile enough is able to do that. And that's what Justin Fields does give you. He gives you ability to get that third down that looks like you're dead in the water, and he finds the escapability. It's what does make him dynamic.
That's true.
It doesn't make him special at the quarterback position unless you start to, what's the word I'm looking for? Unless you start to redefine quarterbacking in the NFL. If you start to redefine quarterbacking in the NFL, and that's the way you want to play football, and that's what you want to rely upon, then they've got something. Yeah, well, I don't know if you can either, but I'm just letting you know it's a possibility if that's the way you decide you're going to play offensive football.
The Bears have the 7th best third down percentage in the league.
Okay, there you
They're
go.
going up against the defense that's number 1
Yeah.
on third down. So we'll see how that plays out on Sunday. 312-332-3776.